In this video, I will show you how to identify the 4 wires from a single-phase AC motor, then to connect a capacitor attached to it, finally to connect them together to the AC power. Step by step in the details. This is a fan motor recycled, as the matter of principle operation. Following procedures apply the single-phase AC motor, with 4 wires come out of the motor. That's a capacitor, which needs to be attached to the motor for easy starting and smooth running. The motor has been fixed on a piece of wood for the convenience. The 3 of 4 wires, which are green, black and white in color, secured on the wood. The red wire leaves as it is. A multimeter's ohm position selected, for measuring the 4 wires' resistance between the individual wire and motor's body. It can be seen, there is not any wire, which connected to the motor's body. That means, no the earth wire among them. For the motor of principle of operation, the motor's inside windings can be made up of 2 coils for any single-phase AC motor. They look like what I've drawn. The point where 2 coils are connected inside motor, namely common. Two coils have the same windings numbers, or similar to each other. A capacitor attached to the motor must be connected to the ends of coils, not to the common. The wire from here is for the motor's fast speed, if it is connected to the common. Those are the 4 wires, which are from the fan's motor. These are 6 measurements to be done. For the ohm values between any 2 wires by a multimeter's ohm position. Between the white and black wires, 245 ohms. Between the green and black wires, 255 ohms. Between the white and green wires, 455 ohms. Between the white and red wires, 214 ohms. Between the black and red wires, 31 ohms. Between the green and red wires, 242 ohms. The largest ohm value among 6 of them is 455 ohms, which are between the white and green wires. So, a capacitor must be connected between the white and green wires. Then, white can be written here, and green done there, or vice versa. As we've known, the windings between the white and common, windings between the green and common are the same, or similar to each other, so are their ohm value. According to here, the ohm values of 245 ohms and 255 ohms are the closest figures, thus, those of 2 windings combined are the motor's principle of the coils. So, the black wire is from the common. Black can be written there. The fast speed wire is the red in color, no argument, for sure. Double checking these figures, 214 ohms plus 31 ohms equals 245 ohms made up the one coil. 255 ohms is the second coil for the motor. So, these are the three basic principles of the wires for a motor's operation. Adding a switch here, which will turn the fast speed on. When the switch is closed, which means red is connected to black, the motor turns fast, otherwise is normal speed. A pair of wires from the AC power will be connected to the motor's wires in this way. N is for neutral, L is for live from the AC power. All done. Screws connections have been firmly secured, however the AC power is not on yet. Switch the AC 230 volt on, then the motor turned. By using a pen tester to check the AC power. The white wire from the motor is connected to live from the AC power, and black wire from the motor is connected to neutral from the AC power. By touching the red wire from the motor to neutral, the motor is turning fast. Switch the AC power off. It could be seen, the motor was turning clockwise. Disconnected live wire from the AC power at the top screw, then secured it at the bottom screw, which means live wire from the AC power connected to the green wire from the motor. Switched the AC power on, then the motor turned. Switched the AC power off. It could be seen, the motor was turning anti-clockwise at this time. In summary, first, to find out ohm values of the motor's two coils, by measuring between any possible two wires from the motor. Second, to choose the highest value of the two wires as the terminals to be connected by the capacitor, such as white and green in the video showed. Third, to check carefully the ohm values of the two coils, they should be the same value, or similar to each other. Then, to decide which one is common, or fast speed wire. The AC power connected to the motor in this way made it turned anti-clockwise. However, it was not the way it should be connected in practical fans operation. Fourth, to connect the AC power. Neutral from the AC power connected to the black wire. Live from the AC power connected to the white wire from the motor. The reason is, that red wire here, showed from the diagram, is between the common, or black and white wires. So, the live wire from the AC power should connect to the white wire. This is the way to do properly. Turned the fast speed on. Turned it off now. Well, that's how to identify 4 wires from the motor, and to connect a capacitor to the motor, then to connect the AC power properly. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe if you have enjoyed the video. Your encouragement is my motivation.